So nothing is going anywhere. Honestly, I say we just kind of do an update on the girls, and then I wanted to do an like a update to everybody that we were going to change the show a little bit. I think it'd be good
Yeah.
for people to know that, and then we'll just say, hey, next week more stuff's coming, and we're going to have a lot more structure to the show. Let's just say it that way, and then and it's and tune in for more because it's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to have guests and stuff like that, and different topics that we're going to dive into. So I don't know. That
Perfect.
was my
I love it.
that was my thought.
I'm 100% on board.
Sweet.
Judging.
All right, let's see. I think we are
We changing the name? Or we staying with the name?
I'm actually good with it, honestly. The
Let's
only
do.
thing that is I think it's just cute. It's just edgy enough where it's not going to be like a problem. And it does have a meaning to what we're talking about. So I don't really have a problem with it. I think it's kind of funny. We could change it if we really wanted to. We could do JBL or sorry, JBB. Um,
JOB.
but
JBB. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, I think it's fine. It's
Yeah.
clever enough. So
And we can always talk, like every now and then, talk about if we have to, how we got there and why we're doing it.
exactly.
I mean, that's why we're here, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And so I don't think there's a problem. It's not like inappropriate. And it ties directly into what we do. So
But there's
I'm not seeing it.
next
What were you
week,
gonna
and
say?
I'll dive into a little more. I think if we talk about the little league problems right now, I mean, that's
Oh, see, I
perfect
don't know
for our
about
show.
that.
Oh, the cheating going on in Tulsa, and
Oh,
they're
really?
trying to get there's a judge involved. They're trying to get to Williamsport. Oh, it's a mess.
Okay.
Next week, and I'll dive into a little
Whoa, whoa,
more.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Talk about
Sorry. So we are live, by the way, on YouTube. So
well,
just
behind the
FYI.
scenes.
Behind the scenes. All right, sorry, we're live on YouTube, but we're trying to figure something out here a little bit. So, just FYI, we will be going into the show officially here. I just need to make sure I can see this. The problem is I can't get Facebook to go up. We're having a little issue there. That's why we have not officially gone. It's not like inappropriate. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to just send it on Facebook. We've got audio, but for some reason I'm not seeing video. So let's get going. I'm gonna send us live on Facebook, and we're gonna get started.
Okay.
Oh, I know why we're not showing anything. We're good. All right, here is the intro, and let's rock and roll.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, we are back. Toby, how you doing, man?
Doing great. Man, it's good to be back.
It is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, I started it again. We are rusty.
Oh. Yeah, well, it's been a while. We took a little sabbatical. This is not my new studio, right?
Oh, I was gonna say I thought you moved and how you upgraded with all that podcast money.
Yeah, well, that's why we're back, because I built this place and now we're broke. We're broke.
We are broke. Yes, there we go. Maybe that should be the title of the show.
Broke dads of college kids.
Oh,
We'll get to
well,
that.
no,
A lot of change.
I'm excited. Hey, episode 70. So I was maybe going to wait a little bit on this, but I think right away we should just lead with it. We are going to be making some changes to the show. So we are back, but we've had some hiatus. We've been back and forth. We've been busy. You and I were just talking off air, like, hey, we finally got some time now. We're going to make this a little bit more back to what it used to be, like almost every week. And we really want to start diving into more topics around youth sports. And then we're still going to have guests and things like that. We're going to get back on that train, and then we'll share some personal stuff at the end. But we really want to get back to some structure with that's what we were just chatting about, like diving into youth sports and some of those other things. So that being said, we want to make sure those of you checking in, that there's going to be, this is kind of like just our kids are going back to college. We're going to intro that, and then we're going to go back in next episode into some cool topics. I think maybe one of the ones we'll start out with here is going to be like, is club worth it? You know, is the juice worth the squeeze? So anything to add on that, Tobes?
No, I think it's going to be great. You know, you said we took some time off, and it's just the fact that we kind of did 70 shows or 69 shows, and we got busy, and it just didn't, we kind of ground ourselves to a halt. Um,
Yeah.
but now that we got a lot, I think we're gonna change the routine here and talk some more national stuff that involve youth sports, and that's still the layout of our land. But I think we have more topic now of our life story and how we got to where we are, and is things worth it? And we have friends that are continuing down the path of youth sports, and so we can. I've talked to many of them of asking them if it's still worth it. So it's it'll be fun.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we did have a recommendation. I think it might have been Paul who said, "Hey, you guys should do like a interview the dads." We did chat about that, and I think we're going to try to set something like that up. But more to come on that as well. That might be one of the episodes we buzz into and just kind of get everybody's perspective outside of us, like about youth sports, so and kind of what their experience was, because that can be valuable as well. So yeah, so big changes coming. We just want you to know that that's we thought that maybe that was a needed shift, and we'll still do some personal stuff, but it's going to be more towards the end, and we want to hit in some topics that are in the news and of relevance to everybody from that perspective. So yeah, there we go.
Whew. So yeah, so I mean, we might as well jump in a little bit. So how you been? I mean, we don't even talk anymore. We haven't talked.
Oh, dude, it has been one of the craziest summers, and today was no different. You were moving in, Allie, right?
Yep. Yep.
That's what you got. And yeah, we had an ice cream thing today. We were going to try to connect. It never worked out, dude. We had a straight line for 6 hours. It was unbelievable. Like we had like 15 people in line for like 6 hours. My arm is dead, and ice cream is vanquished. But other than that, but it's just been a lot of busy stuff with families and with ice cream and whatever. So it's been good. I'm very blessed, but it's been very, very busy, as I know you have been as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a summer of having Macy now go to college. Macy and Amelia are up at UMD, and they reported
Yep.
last Sunday. Actually, I'll be honest, that was probably the smoothest move in because 9 girls moved in on campus that day. 9 girls.
Wow.
And we had all the little tubs. We had all the soccer players there. I think they emptied the car. I mean, of course, Brostol fashion, needed to be there at 8. Families in the car at 7. 7:15, we're in the parking spot.
It's impressive.
Waiting just to get the best
Impressive.
parking spot. It's kind of, I don't know why. I don't know why I do it, but I make everybody do it. And we waited. And at 8 o'clock, everybody showed up. Everybody else had a great parking spot. Like it didn't matter. And it was great. I mean, because there was nobody else on campus, football is the only one there, and they were practicing or they were off. So,
Right.
I mean, we were in the car at noon. We had lunch with Macy and final hugs, and she was like, I got to go to a meeting, and we were gone.
Yeah. See, and I didn't get to go, so I heard a little bit about that, but Sarah said pretty much, yeah, once they moved in, it was pretty smooth. And then it was like, see ya. Time to go.
Yeah. I mean, they're off and running. They had their the beep test or the pace or whatever, the yo-yo test, I think they call it,
Yeah.
which I heard a lot about. I'll be honest, the weeks leading up to that, I heard a lot about it. I am not running that test. I do not need to run that test. But
It sounds miserable,
was
by the way.
right. Well, I mean, I think it's 23 yards long, and you have to run, and it beeps, and by the second beep, you have to be back at home base or the goal line.
Right.
And I think it's 36 times to get to level 10.
Yes, that sounds about right. And it gets faster
Yeah.
and faster every level, so the beep gets closer and closer, and you got to keep pushing faster and faster.
And I went to our local indoor facility, and I sat on a chair, right, while Macy did it. And I'll tell you, the beep was kind of like Jason from the movie when he's coming behind you with a knife. I mean, it kind of had like your anxiety kicks in, and I didn't even do it. I was sitting on a chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I know Amelia did
didn't
it with her boyfriend. They were always going and doing it together, and he would time her and stuff. And she was so pumped the one time she actually passed it, going into the season. But there was times where it was like kind of tenuous, and so then it was this, and I'm sure Macy felt this too. Like going into the season, it was like, can you pass this? Am I going to pass? Because then if you don't pass, then you got to do it again, and you got to do extra stuff. And
when you want to show your best foot forward, right? And
yeah, for sure.
so now not everybody passed, and that's that they work through it. It's not like you're thrown off the team or you're kicked out of Duluth or anything, but
Right.
just as a freshman, I know Macy was, and she stressed over it, but she worked her tail off. And
Mhm.
Monday, and I just said Monday when had just text made it like something, right?
Right.
And then I texted you right away, and I'm like, they made it.
Dude, I was so relieved for her and for Amelia, and I think Julia did it as well. Amelia's roommate, which it's like that was really cool for them. Like I think for them that's such a big relief, and being 3 freshmen that did it and pulled it off. But there was a number of girls that didn't make it, which is kind of crazy to
Yeah.
me. And I don't mean this in like a negative way because it's a hard test, but it's like it's not like it was unknown, so you kind of needed to. So, but I could understand why you'd pass or not pass because I could see where it just kind of gets you. Maybe you stress yourself out, you get worked up, and like then you don't pass, and it's like oof. So yeah, I was really pleased that they passed because that was a big relief for all 3 of them to just be like, "Whew, we're done." Or not done, but
Correct.
you know what I
Well,
mean?
and it,
You can just kinda move
yeah, and
on.
it's not like it's like if they had a timer on the scoreboard that you could watch 10, it counted down, but there is no, it is just a beep and then it's silence to a beep. And I like
It's kinda
that's
scary.
it's not good. And I'm like, well, just run fast. And she's like, are you kidding me? I've just ran like 4 miles. And I'm like, pick it up as I'm sitting on a chair.
With a soda.
Right, right. Like, can we go? Like, are we done? But
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that I've talked to Macy is, it's lifting, it's practice, it's scrimmage. It's lifting, it's practice, scrimmage. Like it's 2 to 3
Yep.
times a day. Your
Yep.
job is soccer, which in my head sounds great, right? Like, because we didn't, we always had other things going on, but to be on a campus, an empty campus with just your teammates. But I think that's the biggest change for her because they've never done that. They practice what, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or, at
Right.
night, an hour and a
Yeah.
half. And this is no joke.
Well, in high school, and I tried to prep Amelia for this. It's just the intensity level is so much higher, even in practice. Like when you do I don't know what Bayports are like, but it's just it's intense, but it's not like wow intense. And I think when I just remember when I went to college, it was like wow, that was intense.
Yeah.
And so because everything amps up, and so I think it's hard for any player. I don't care who you are. I'm sure Emily's running into this in Milwaukee. It's like now everybody's kind of on like your level, whereas before there was always more of a hierarchy, and now you might even be on the bottom of that hierarchy. And so it's you gotta step it up, and it's every day. And I don't know what Macy said, but Amelia after the first week was like, "I'm tired." It's like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna be tired because you're getting better.
Well, in which at first I'm like, oh, they have a quiet weekend, and I'm like, ooh, is that good to do? But it sounds like they all just relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, which is good. So, yeah, I mean, overall, it's been a pretty good week, at least from Amelia's perspective. And I mean, it sounds like Macy did well as well. It was hard on just the social emotional side. Like, I think that was the tougher part. It's interesting between boys and girls, man. I got a one boy at school, and that was like we took him over there, dropped him off, walked head out, and you barely ever hear from him. It was like once every couple of weeks or whatever. You hear like a snippet here or there. I mean, we've talked to Amelia like 4 times already. It's like
I know.
it's just so different.
I know. I don't have Snapchat, so I just get what she tells Jackie. I just get read.
Nice.
And then I'll get a call like, hey, Dad, could really use this. So I'm on Amazon, like, boop.
That's what's funny too, because all of a sudden Sarah would be like, "Yeah, I heard from Amelia a couple times." I'm like, "She's never said anything to me. She didn't text me."
I know.
I'm like, "What the heck?" But then
I got
like,
one
if
phone
it-
call.
if it pertains
and
to me,
which is
then
fine. I'm like, talk to your mother, because I don't relay like by the time I get the call here and what I say completely wrong. So it's
yeah.
better if I just hear it.
One thing I'll say just for advice to other people that are coming into this or going through it, the thing that I've noticed so far is like just be super positive with your athlete, whoever, whatever they're going through a ton of stuff. And I think their heads are swimming, and there's probably a lot of self-doubt, especially for people like, Macy was one of the best players, if not the best player on her team. Amelia was one of the better players on her team. And it's like, so that doubt doesn't really creep in the high school level, but you get into like right away, Amelia's like, oh yeah, everybody's really good. It's like, yeah. And then you can kind of hear that doubt. And it's like, you just encourage your player, when they're off, Greg, if he's hearing this, make sure you're encouraging Emily and everybody else, that Kate and all those people that are going off to college. Cause yeah, I mean, I just think it's a much different environment, and give them encouraging words, let them know that they can push through, that they can overcome it. Cause I think they need to hear that. And there's times where I think heck, I had self-doubt when I was in college and playing sports. So
Right.
you just need that reassuring word from somebody you trust. And it's like, just let them know that even if they don't start, or if they don't play, or, they screw up in practice, or man, like when I was practicing, I remember my first few weeks, I was stone hands. I thought I was such a good receiver. I was like, oh yeah, I catch everything. And I remember I interviewed with the coach before we started, and he's like, can you catch? I'm like, yeah. And then I went in and I was dropping everything. And there was a point where I was like, I don't think I can do this. I suck. And what it really boiled down to is like, I was so focused on what the play was, and remembering the play and the cadence, and break here, run this many steps, break here. And then I'd be like, you forget to catch the ball. And so
Yeah.
I think there's your brain is going 100 different places when you're a freshman, and halfway through the season, suddenly I figured it out and I was fine. But it's like, I think they're all going through such an adjustment. So as a parent, if you're hearing this, I would just really encourage your student athlete. They need people in their corner. I don't care how good they were in high school. I don't care if they were the greatest thing that ever lived. They are in a situation now where they probably need some encouragement. And so I would encourage you to be positive with them, help them, stay on track, so they don't find that self-doubt.
100%. We actually set up. We've talked to Macy before we dropped her off. There's a progress here, right? It's you got to get your jersey. You have to pass test to get your jersey, and then you got to make travel team. You made the team, right? Because you're on the team. Okay, so it's jersey, travel team, minutes. Don't care when they happen. Last 5 minutes. It's humbling, right? Because they've played every minute they've wanted to through their whole high school, college, club career.
Yep.
Now it comes down to our conversation is, how do you find a minute? And then once you get a minute, how do you make it the greatest minute of your life? And actually, I played for her the Tom Brady interview.
That's a good one.
It is, when he talks about he would get backup snaps at Michigan, and they're like, make them the greatest backup snaps you've ever had. And he would treat it like the national championship. And he did that day in and day out. And pretty soon it became contagious to his minutes. So I'm like, we're not worried about starting. We're not worried about.
Nope.
We're worried about jersey, travel team, minutes.
Right.
That's it. And if you don't get minutes,
those give you the chance.
Those give you the chance, right? You really, the travel team, because you don't want to be sitting at school when they're traveling across the Midwest. But I do think they carry quite a few. It's not like they carry 11, right?
Right.
But in the order of it, I said you got to put your head down, you got to work hard, and then the minute you get 1 minute, you make that the greatest minute of your life.
Yep.
If all goes to hell,
and actually,
what the hell?
Yeah, and I should put that in the show notes. I should try to put, when we post the official podcast, maybe that link to Tom Brady's speech, because it is really good. If you've never heard it, go look it up. It is phenomenal, and he just talks about how he builds on just a couple plays, and then it snowballs, and then he becomes who most people consider to be the greatest quarterback of all time. But it all started with a kid that was sitting on a bench who was almost ready to get cut. So, that a lot of people can identify with where he's at, because not everybody gets a start. Some people are, and you're right, they're going to be coming off the bench. It's just the way it is at best. That's probably the best case scenario is coming off the
best
bench,
case
if
scenario,
not,
right? Yeah.
if not just sitting on the bench, right? So it's one of those things where, again, you're going to need encouragement when that happens. You know, we have two players, and most people who go to college, I still remember like being floored by the fact that I went to UW Stevens Point and I was talking to a guy and I'm like, "Hey, how are you on your football team?" You know, in high school, I was the best player. How are you? I was the best player. It's like this is D3, and everybody was like the best player on their team. So you know, at D2, same thing. D1, they're the best player probably on their team. So they're used to minutes, they're used to success, they're used to being the person. And suddenly you're not the person anymore. You, for the most part, most people are having to sit. Most people don't come in and start as freshmen. They have to work through a process. And that's really challenging because if you're used to being the person and now you're not the person, you're going to need some reassurance that it's okay, that that's the way life goes. So
And that's what's so impressive now that our daughters are in the system. You watch their teammate Emily at UW Milwaukee. She caught, I think, 90 minutes against Iowa in their first game.
that's awesome. Wow.
She started. I think she caught every minute. And that's what makes that even more impressive, right? Because you
That
hear,
is.
oh, I'm going to play. I'm going to probably start next year in college. You know, I doubt it. But when you do, you've earned every minute of that.
Yep, for sure. And Emily's a super talented player, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yes.
But good for her. I didn't know they had their first game already.
Yeah, they went down to Iowa last Wednesday. Greg was there. God bless Greg. So
Ah,
when we get Greg, because Greg's view of how it all happened is a lot different than ours, right? They had a couple different offers from D1s, and
mhm.
it's interesting to see his conversation and on why Milwaukee and how it's going now.
That's
They
cool.
play.
Good for her.
They go to Tennessee and Georgia.
Nice.
How cool would that be?
I should actually, while we're doing this, let me bring up Emily's schedule. We can share that up here because I know we have people that know her. Um, but yeah, I didn't realize they were already into it.
Yeah,
I
they're
just
1-1. They played Northern Illinois. GB was just in North Dakota.
How is GB? I haven't heard anything about it. But you're right in the backyard.
I think they won again today. I think they're 2-0. I think they've got it going in the right direction. That Senna
Because I
Haynes who
remember
came out of our club is a really good soccer player.
Oh yeah, she's phenomenal, and she's still there, right? Yeah, I didn't know if
Yep.
she transferred.
She had the opportunity, I was told, and she stayed. I think they gave her some NIL money, and
Good for
I
her.
think she wanted to be close to home, to be honest with you, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't blame her. Yeah, I mean I think if I remember correctly, I can't remember Matt's last name, the head coach of Green Bay, but generally speaking, wherever he goes, his first year, and this is his first year, if I remember correctly, right? Or second?
Second,
Second. Early, usually his early on is pretty good. He's usually pretty
yeah.
strong early on. And then it's just a matter of sustaining it.
Well, and that's where the hard part comes in, right? Because you have to recruit constantly.
Hmm.
But we will have a topic here coming up on the new change of rules, right? Because D1 got hit with the 5 for 5 years
Correct.
of eligibility, no matter what, and that just moved to Division 2.
Yes.
So our daughters
So do you
are
want to walk through that real
D1s
quick?
now. Yeah, of what I know. I mean, so I know Division 1 a year or two ago went to 28 players, max roster, but they can give a scholarship to every player. D2 is still they're not capped with players, and I think they only still get 13 full scholarships, if I recall. So they divide those up amongst the players. But in Division 1, they came out and they said, all right, because everything to my knowledge is football based. So because football runs the show, right? So you had Bo Nix for the Oregon Ducks. He's 28 playing quarterback. You know, you have all these guys that are medical red shirt, COVID red shirt, you know, had to go home for red shirt. You know, they're just almost making them up. So the NCAA said you get 5 years. Don't care what you do. Don't care if you get hurt. Don't care anything. You get 5 years from the minute you start. So Macy and Amelia now have 5 years of eligibility.
Right.
And then the D2 got involved and they said, well, we're going to do that for D2 also because I think there's money involved.
Mhm.
So I don't think they're going to ever touch D3 with that.
Yeah. Maybe.
There's no, well, yeah, I mean, right. I don't know how there's no scholarships, so I don't know. I mean, I suppose there's kids with red shirt and injury, but it doesn't take much to do. It doesn't affect. I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah,
Um,
I wouldn't be surprised if they did just in case somebody was trying to go between levels, but yeah,
right.
it's probably going to be a little bit. They may not do it right away. So,
Yeah.
well, here's Milwaukee. So that's kind of what we're looking at for man, they've got some big time schools they're playing. Iowa,
Right.
Northern Iowa, they're going to Tennessee, number 24, number 19, Georgia,
You get
Marquette, and
Wisconsin
then
at home.
Wisconsin. Wow. Yeah, they've got some big time. So check on ESPN Plus. Get over there and see Emily Urban. She's an amazing. Is she playing center back or outside back?
I think she's playing center back. I think she could play
Okay.
both. I think they'll look at her for both. I think
Oh
she's been
yeah.
playing center back.
I think she could honestly play almost anywhere.
Right.
She's
I mean,
amazing.
yeah. She runs like a deer.
Um, Yeah, so that's really cool. So they're playing at Tennessee. You were correct. They are going down to Tennessee, then Georgia. So two big games in a row. Um, yeah, so that's awesome for Emily and for Greg. He gets to get all those frequent flyer miles.
Well, you talk about, I mean, we've always played at some nice facilities, but it's always like just grass or turf, right? I've been to that
Right.
Athens, Georgia stadium. Actually, I haven't been to the soccer stadium. I've been to the football stadium there. I mean, that whole campus is unbelievable. So I can't
Hmm.
imagine. I mean, we kind of toured the Notre Dame, and it's unbelievable. I mean, these are real soccer stadiums. It's not just a set of bleachers and a fence.
That's right. No, that's good. Yeah, it's really cool. So I mean, good for Emily, but yeah, we definitely want to start to dive into that too. The world of D1. Greg would be a good resource for that. We should have him on along. Well, I know he was going to be one of the dads that we wanted to jump on as well. So we can try to connect all that
Yep.
together. Cool. Anything else you want to see off of that before I unshare it?
No, it just there's a lot of big time soccer. It's kind of fun. I finally got an app. I downloaded the Bulldog UMD on my phone, so I have the schedule. Anytime I want to look
Oh, you
at it,
did?
yeah. If you just save it
Yeah.
to your home screen, got a little
How do you know?
Bulldog. So I'm a Go
How do you
Dogs
know?
and Roll Dogs, which is the Stevens Point. So a lot of
That's true.
dogs.
Both of your kids are dogs. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Somebody's gonna make that their ringtone.
Do you have a lot? Did Amelia get all the gear? They got some nice
Uh, y-
gear.
they did, and she was last night when we were talking to her. She had on the sweatshirt. She's like, "Look, I came in or whatever," and she was telling us about it. But yeah, she was pumped about that because she loves her hoodies. So she got the hoodie and was wearing it around, and she was telling us about. I'm sure Macy has the gear that they get. And they some of it they can only wear during practice and they can't take it off anywhere else. But then they get outfitted and she sent us some pictures, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Well, when Macy came down this summer, she's like, "Hey, I got to order some stuff," and I'm like, "Whoa." Thought this was kind of a pretty big deal by the university, right? Like hockey gets it all, hockey. But she's like, "Well, I need a big jacket, and I need a backpack, and I need another backpack." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Just you know what? Why not?" So she was excited.
Yeah. I mean, I would have liked to have a $200 parka too, but apparently that wasn't part of the deal we signed.
Right. Right. Well, then we're like, we didn't get any soccer gear, like parent gear, and now it's closed. So went to the
Oh,
Best
I
store and bought another
oops.
sweatshirt. Yeah. So next year I'll order a soccer.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I was going to ask you, I haven't heard what number did Macy get? Can we say
29,
this?
I
29.
think. I know
Nice.
he's watching right now.
That's okay. They will
No,
be.
yeah. But I think because she was 20 in high school and 99 in club. Boom. 29.
Sweet. Yeah,
And I think they
Amelia
just
is
got those. They didn't get to pick them.
yeah, they got assigned. Amelia got 10. So
Nice.
She was actually pretty pumped about 10. 10 was her second choice. She wanted 3, but she didn't get 3, so she got 10. But she's like Messi's her favorite player, so 10 was like right up there for her. So
I was thinking, wasn't Ryan Braun 10?
what number was he? I don't even know.
Matt Flynn
Matt Flynn, 7 touchdowns or 6 touchdowns against the Lions.
came off the bench and they had made himself $50 million with that game.
Hey, that was pretty good. What number was Ryan Braun? How do we not know this? I got to look that up now. People right now are probably screaming when they hear this. They're like, "What is wrong with you?" Yeah. Let's see. 8.
Oh, 8. That's what it's right there. I can see it now too. 8.
Yeah, there we go. So
but
yeah.
Well, that'll be exciting. And now they play a week from Friday in Houghton, and you're going to make the trip.
I'm planning on it. I said to Amelia, I'm like, hey, last night, I'm like, I'm planning on coming up, and she's like, Dad, I may not play, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it, like that's the way it goes, but I think I'm gonna head up if possible, to just make some time up there, and I want to go to the northern Michigan, so we're thinking about either trying to reserve a campsite or something, and then Sarah will come up and join me because she can't make it on Friday. And then we'll hit Sunday. So are you guys going?
Yeah, so we'll be in Houghton, and we're trying to figure. We'll be at Marquette, the favorite city on earth, but we have Jackie's folks with us in Houghton, so we're trying to figure out if we make the turn, and they come with us, or they need to go home, or we all go home and then we drive up and back Sunday. So we'll see.
Nice.
This
dog.
This dog. Come on. What are we doing? Love him. We don't need a dog right now.
This is true. It's holding you back, man. Think of all the things you could be doing.
No, just flying, just freedom. Nope. Got to be home for the dog.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about it. I think it'll be fun. It's just going to be different. Obviously, first college game, and who knows when they'll get in. But it'd be fun to be there for the first time that they do get in, if they get a couple minutes. So we'll see. But if they don't get in, I'm still planning to make the trip, and we'll go from there. So, yeah.
If me and you are standing there, and neither one of them play, we're gonna have to really just be like, okay, all right, positive thoughts.
It's gonna be good.
We've never had it happen. Like in our whole lives, we've never had it happen.
Yeah, and you and I both know from last year, unless that was just odd, they did not sub much last year. I think when we were at the game, the one that we went to, I think there was only 3 subs, and one was really brief, and the other 2 were like, yeah, they subbed quite a bit, but there was a whole line of people didn't get in.
Yep.
So that's the way it goes.
Jersey, travel bus, minutes.
That's right.
We got Jersey. We still don't. If Macy doesn't make the travel bus, I don't think I'm making it to Houghton.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't blame you. What would be the point? So I would probably say the same thing. So if Amelia does not make that travel, then I probably won't head up.
I mean, I'm a fan, but they would be
right. And those people that know us, I don't think we're going to be live streaming. I'm pretty sure there's rules against it, so we're not going to be able to.
But we always say, for now.
For now, right? Yeah, you never know.
Did I tell you? We got a lot of hot water over high school filming.
Did you really? Okay, we got to talk about this. Spill the tea.
Okay, we're out of high school. Could care less. So that first game against you guys, you were in one side of the press box. We were filming in the other.
All right,
and we were both broadcasting now to different groups, private Facebook page.
Now, the first game I didn't broadcast.
The first game we did.
Yeah, you
did.
I'm
talking the playoffs. Just the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Because I guess the WIA is supposed to have rules.
Yeah.
So RAD came up, talked to you, and then he came through us. He's like, hey, you guys shut it down. And we're like, kind of gave him the old, what? But we did. Follow the rules, right? So then we were going to Kimberly. And people were nervous that we were doing, and I'm like, okay, hold on, time out. We're on a field that is not ours, right? We're in a middle school field, private Facebook page, took all the Bayport off, and I had got a text an hour before the game that says you cannot film the game. And I am like, okay, I'll be honest, have a couple beers, just a couple beers, just calming my nerves.
Right.
And it came out, nobody tells Toby what to do. And then my wife knocked some sense into me. I did not film, but then I got another text 15 minutes before game time. You can't film.
Wow, they were really adamant.
I found out it was like $150 if you pay the WIA, then you can film, right? A money grab.
Yeah, it's something like that. For some reason I was thinking it was 3, but maybe it was 150 for that level.
But I was talking to some other guys there, and I'm like, if we ought to throw in $50, our parents who got to watch all the games because of and that's why we did it. We
Right,
weren't
yeah.
doing it to make a buck. I want my parents to be able to watch Macy, and they're not going to make it to 7:00 games. So I'm like, if it had cost me $200 and I could have had my parents watch Macy's last game, it would have been worth it to me.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I be honest, I didn't know the rule. So I don't read the rules.
I know we kind of fudged it too because I didn't broadcast it live stream. Like it literally was in our parent group and it was not open to the public. So you couldn't get into it unless you had a certain like access. So I tried to restrict it quite a bit, and our AD afterwards was like, "Yeah, don't do that again." And I was like, "Okay." So I kind of got into some hot water too because he was like, "Yeah, you shouldn't do that." I'm like, "Okay, that's fair." So yeah, I mean, they do that on purpose but then I remember a specific person a couple of years ago that literally had the title game broadcast on Facebook, and I'm like, people do this, so it's not like. I mean, they did the whole playoffs, and that was from a little town in south of you, and it was all the way through to the state title game, and it was broadcast. And I'm like, so other people are doing this. So yeah.
Well, and I know Notre Dame Academy, I think they did the VO the whole way through.
Oh yeah, I think
what's
you're right.
The different there, right? That's broadcasting it.
Right.
So, but we're moved on. Are there NCAA rules? I mean, I would rather fight WIA than NCAA, I'll be honest with you. Because I just don't want to get our kids in trouble.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I mean, they can strip my eligibility. I have eligibility left. But they can take that, they can strip me of that in the court system. But I just don't want to get the kids in trouble.
For sure. Yeah. Technically, I think I still have some too, but I prefer not to have any other people affected. But yeah, I mean, what I would like to say though, and I wish, I mean, if a game isn't being broadcast, if they want to give me a channel or say, hey, this is our channel, like, and we just send a stream to it, I'd be down to do that and do it on behalf of the university. Like, I'm not trying to. I just think more people need to see these things. To me, that's like the whole point of it. Like you were saying, you're trying to help other people see the event. Hence, one of the things I've been trying to work on, which I need to put some more time into, is like I want to have it make it easy so people can broadcast really simply, and they can broadcast a game and put up a score and make it. I just think that you can't always make it right, and we got parents. I mean, I'm to the point now where I broadcast all my kids' games, and I have people from Tennessee and Florida watching because they're grandparents and they just want to see their grandkid play. And it's like, we live in an age where this is pretty easy to do. Like, why are we not broadcasting? Like, if UMD wants us to broadcast, you and me, give us some ads, give us the people they sign up, and we'll do the whole thing, make them some money.
Well, they have a pretty nice press box. I'm not saying we have to go up there, but I'm saying it would be nice, especially in the elements. And I think we could teach the youth to be a little more personable. I mean, you listen to some of these games, and these kids are great, right? They're like, first down. Awesome. And you're like, all right, now, me and you are a little more outgoing than most, so it works. But we've had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'd be down, and whenever we could, let's make it happen. That'd be great.
All right, so let's go through this again. Get their jersey, travel
Yep.
bus, minutes, start, dad's broadcast. Okay, that's number
That's
5.
right. That's number 5. That's right.
We will be reaching
So
out to Coach Greg, but I don't know if he'll, it's in season, so I don't know if it's
yeah,
if that'll work. But if we continue to, our goal is to grow this and do it and do it weekly. So that'd be a good question. Maybe after our freshman year, I think it'd be maybe overstepping the bounds if we go right at it. I mean, I'll do it because just kind of who I
yeah.
am and I love.
Why not?
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out.
Cool. And we got a watcher on YouTube, Mr. Adrian Felix, former Spash coach. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. It's good stuff.
What'd
He
he
sent us a
coach?
wave. Yeah. He coached with us first 2 years of Amelia. He was part of the first coaching staff. So yeah, really, really good dude. Good coach. It was a bummer he wasn't able to stay on. So when the coaching change happened, then they hired new people and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
and he had a long drive too. He's from Wausau. And that's tough. So, but good dude. So appreciate
that's
him
awesome.
watching. So,
Yeah. He's numero uno fano.
but yeah, we'll be getting more. So definitely we'll close on that. Like, hey, just be aware. Like, we're gonna if you have some suggestions, things you'd like us to research or look into. Like I said, we're going to start to kind of cycle back to some of the maybe things we've touched on because things have changed. By the way, I was looking at this. This is going to come on one of our next shows. Do you remember the number how much youth sports, how big the industry was when we talked about it a couple of years ago?
It was billion, right? It was with a
Yeah,
B.
it was 19 to 20 billion dollar industry. I just looked it up. Do you know what it is today? This is a couple of years later.
It doubled. I mean, is it 40 billion?
$40 billion. So
Oh
we're
my
talking in a
gosh.
couple years, it has turned into a $40 billion industry, which is insanity. The other side of that is we've got private equity now coming in and buying up all these stadiums and buying up complexes, buying up like places like where the Loons play. They'll buy it up and then they rent it back to the club and they'll do upgrades to it and stuff. But that's how they're making money off of it, is they're buying up sporting rinks or sporting venues, hockey rinks, all this stuff, and then they're renting all that stuff out. And youth sports is becoming a massive industry. So we're going to definitely be touching base on that because obviously things have changed since the last time we talked about it. So we're going to revisit those numbers and just kind of talk about some of the private equity. It's not always been a good thing either, sports wise, because sometimes they're just in it to make money. So we'll talk about that.
The
as well.
Utah University or University of Utah, whatever, they sold their whole athletic program to private equity.
Yeah.
Let's definitely talk about it because you want to talk about having your rump on the line if you're a coach. I mean, winning is everything now.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if your program doesn't make much money.
Correct.
You got to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to win. So, no, those are definitely going to be things we want to talk about. If you have ideas, if you're seeing this afterwards, shoot us an email, shoot us something on the socials. Just say, hey, this is a topic I'd be interested in. We can dive into it on the show. That'd be awesome. But we definitely want to start going down some of those paths. If you also know somebody that would be a good person to interview, reach out. Hey, well, see if we can get you on the show. We're going to be more consistent here and would love to interview people. And if anybody wants to pay us to advertise, they can do that too.
But call us. I mean, we just don't want to have anybody. We have morals. True. Actually, the first guy we don't care. The second guy we're gonna have morals. So that's for sure.
That's right. There's only a few that we'll say no to. I can think of a couple.
We haven't found them yet. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Cool.
Anything else to add before we close up here?
No, I like it. I'm excited to go forward. I really am. Been missing it.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. It's good. We'll get back on the weekly grind here. It'll be good. All right. Very cool. Hey, you guys have a good week, and we'll see you next week.